Seema, good afternoon. These measures which are being imposed in Italy have been met with some resistance, haven't they?
Yes, they have. I mean, there's frustration on the part of people who are affected. Their businesses affected by these closures. They're saying, if you close us down, you have to pay. Now, that was one of the banners that we saw over the weekend in Naples, where we saw some violent protests. We also saw protests here in Rome, but that's continued in other parts of the country, from Catania in Sicily in the south, all the way to Turin up north in the Piedmont region. Protests by people who are frustrated about these measures. And the mayors of these various towns very concerned about the rising social tension as a result of this. And they're saying action needs to be taken to help these businesses. Now, the government is meeting today and is expected to approve measures that will help these businesses, compensation, if you like. It's expected some 4.5 to 5 billion euros will be put aside to help these businesses that are affected, whether they are restaurants, whether they're the bars, whether they're the gyms and the pools that have shut down. In Turin, you had taxi drivers taking to the streets there protesting because they say, if everybody's not coming out, what work do we have? So really, there is concern about the rising level of frustration as a result of these anti-COVID measures.
And Seema, what are the health experts saying over in Italy? Are these measures the government has announced, are they enough to limit the spread of COVID-19?
Well, it's interesting to note that the World Health Organization consultant to the Italian Health Ministry, Walter Ricciardi, now he said these measures, these new measures that have been put in place, is definitely a step forward in the right direction. But he said it's not sufficient to deal with the extent of the circulation of the virus in the country. He says that there are parts of the country where it's really out of control and the measures need to be more severe. Now, the latest in terms of the new infections in the past 24 hours, more than 21,000 new infections in the span of a day and 128 deaths, unfortunately. So we are seeing those numbers creep up, and we are also getting reports from the medics at the hospitals who are describing situations which are causing concern for them about the rising number of cases.
Seema, thank you very much for that update. Seema Gupta reporting there from Rome.